I certainly felt different and uncomfortable for being gay. I felt that sad and depressed, and that my future was going to be limited. And then college, there was some stuff that was gay friendly, but there was still incredible discomfort about being gay. And I remember, crying when telling one of my roommates I was gay. He said, "What could I have possibly done that would have made it so you wouldn't have felt that you could tell me this before?" I was out at my law firm. I worked at a very progressive large firm called Morrison & Forster that was very much sort of cutting edge when it went to having a number of women as partners, having open LGBT lawyers. And when I came here, it was a different world. So I quickly jumped back into the closet when I came to McGeorge Law School in the mid-'80s. I might as well have traveled 1,000 miles, because in the mid-'80s, Sacramento was a very, very different place than it is now. To find a restaurant that would be open past 9 p.m. would be a remarkable achievement. There was some gay life, but just a tiny fraction of what there is now. And people were deeply rooted in the closet. When my partner Jeff and I became a couple, and he moved to Sacramento from San Francisco. We met in 1987. That even then, he didn't come with me to events here at the law school. I brought women as my dates. We didn't think twice about it. So I would have had a lot more fun, and I'm really sad looking back at it that he wasn't my date, so we could have made fun of some of the people who were there and stuff together. But it just wasn't what you did. He was the most remarkable person I've truly ever met. He told me that he was HIV positive soon after we met. And I remember him saying, "Well, I prefer you not telling your friends." And then he called me the next day and said, he said, "I can't ask you that. This is a big deal. You need to really think this through, and you need to talk to your friends about this, whether you're comfortable dating someone who's HIV positive," and I was HIV negative and stayed HIV negative despite, or notwithstanding our 5-year relationship. And I lost the love of my life to AIDS, and so maybe trying to find something to take away from that horrible, horrible tragedy is that it forced people to come out. And I came out here at school. It happened to coincide with getting tenure, which was nice timing, I have to say. But my partner, when he got sick, I had to come out because I needed to take care of him. And so as people got to know more and more gay people, and they continue to, it makes all the difference. In fact, we have a scholarship at this law school. It's an LGBT scholarship that we've now had for 15 years or so, raised about almost $400,000. And it's in his name, which shows what a different place this is, right? That we have a specific LGBT civil rights scholarship, which is unlike most law schools in the country. So it's a testament to the administration at this law school and how much we've changed. And it just thrills me to have his memory continue. But I could talk about him for hours and hours and hours. Maybe the most significant thing I wound up doing was coming back from a state bar meeting where we, as members of this state bar committee, met with gay and lesbian attorney groups throughout the state. With others here in the community, formed the LGBT lawyers group that's now known as SAC Legal. When we went to the county bar to ask for affiliate status, the person who was in charge then said, "I've been wondering what would take you so long." And we were welcomed very warmly. But we had to submit a list of, I don't know, it was 10 or 20 or 25 names of potential members. There was a number of people who wouldn't publish their names. They didn't want to be listed and known as openly gay or lesbian. For many people, they perceived, and perhaps correctly, that their professional trajectory would be affected negatively if they were known to be gay or lesbian.